Hi guys, it's me Julia. I'm back again with kiln opening number 11. I'll get straight into it so that I don't do such a long video. The pieces that I've got in, there are a couple of sets, so we'll see how they've turned out. I'm not sure, so we'll get on with it. So I'll actually let you have a look in the kiln this time as I'm opening it. Okay, here we go. Exciting things. So, all right, don't know what to choose first. Okay, well, first of all, we'll just go with this is an individual piece. It's got a little bit of dust on it. Right, I did this little medium-sized hexagonal ball. It has a pattern on. Let's see. I think I've made it slightly off center, but it doesn't really matter. I did like, can you see the pattern there? I did that with a stencil and underglaze with a little bit of CMC gum in to make it thicker so that it didn't run underneath. I did it in green, but over the glaze I put over is Rainforest by Amaco, just so that it shows up that colour underneath. So it's kind of like deepened the green underneath. But that's really cute. I like it. Okay, next piece. Right, I'll go for another single piece. This one is one of the offset vases that I do, and it just has a little kind of butter face because I have a mug that I made with a lid that has very similar features, and I kind of wanted it to go with that mug, so I did it with Amaco obsidian inside and Amaco saturated gold on the outside, and it was a form I made round and then cut out the edge there. So it's cute. It's gonna look nice with these little friends. Right, now, okay, I'm gonna start with the largest. So I've been making these jugs or pitchers. I found a template on the internet for a pitcher. So I took it and I shrunk it and blew it up into different sizes and kind of kept creating, so I got 6 sizes all together. So I wanted to make like a set going from large to small, and then what I did is I ended up kind of dividing it into 2 sets between the 6 pieces. So with this one I used a silicone mold to make some flowers, and then individually painted them or glazed them, sorry, with the Bellissimo glazes, which are kind of between an underglaze and a glaze. They're made by Kohlrabi. Just different flowers and leaves, and then 2 little ones on the top. The colour is Cream by Clayscapes. It's Jessica Putnam Phillips cream. It was a bit of a trial. I'm not particularly happy with it. It came powder and you had to add water, and the amount of water that they said made it far too runny. So I let it settle, took some water out, made it a little bit thicker. But and I did 3 really thick coats, and over the 3 pieces that I've done, it used 3/4 of the jar of glaze. So that's how thick the glaze went on. But you can see it's a little patchy. It's workable, but it is a little patchy. I did pour it inside. The inside looks maybe slightly better from being poured, but I wanted a light colour. And then I did the rope handle, just a little twisted coils, which I'm really pleased with because it stayed relatively straight. So I will get the three that are the same kind of thing first. This one is like a medium size, and he, well, actually he has a little, can you see just inside there where the glaze has just totally not adhered, and maybe a little bit at the bottom as well. But I think they've actually pulled these glazes now. They're not selling them anymore, the brushable ones, because I think they've not had great success with them. Now, I started off making these like sunflowers, and then I'm not sure what this style of flower is. Maybe geranium, but don't quote me on that. But I wasn't happy with the colours that it came out with out of bisque. They were really blur. So I tried to make them. I tried to make the sunflowers into daisies. I put lots of layers of white and then yellow centres. But basically, and then I covered these in pink. So the original colour has just come through, just slightly less bright than they were. So they're okay, but the foam, the handle stayed relatively straight. The foam is lovely. So I'll put that one on there with there. And then the little one for that one is this one. So this one has little blue flowers. Just a really nice little, oh, there's a big chunk in the bottom. I don't know if you can see. Hang on, let me see if I can. There. Can you see? Yeah, it's just shifted. I can't remember what the name of it is when it does that. But yeah, it's shifted. So that's not going to be very food safe if I wanted to use it as a little milk jug. But it is where it is. Obviously, I'm not going to buy that glaze again, you know, but they're fine. So if I put these on here, you can see the three sizes on there. So that's the three. And then I have three other sizes. So, and I've done a different glaze on those. So this is the largest of the other. So it's number, if we do the largest one as number one, this is like number two for size. I bought some underglazed decals from eBay, of all places, because I wanted to see, they seem to be a little bit cheaper, and I wanted to see if they worked, you know, because pottery is such an expensive hobby. I just wanted to see if there was any way of making it a little bit less expensive, and they seem to be quite big sheets. So they went on beautifully, and this is one of the patterns. I put them in different places, different patterns, and then, so I didn't put it all over, I just put it kind of in this area. And then the colour that I've used is, oh, I also put, so I put clear over the top and then just one coat of Amaco downpour, just to give it a little bit of a blue tint instead of it being just plain clay base. I should have mixed it with the clear, but I was originally just going to go for plain clear. So then I put 2 coats of downpour on the other areas. Then on top of that, 1 coat of seaweed Amaco, 1 coat of textured turquoise Amaco, 1 coat of Blue Lagoon, and then at the end another coat of seaweed to keep it moving, and another coat of Blue Lagoon because I wanted it to finish with the bluish colour. And I must say, I'm loving the colours. The mixture of the colours is gorgeous. Thankfully, because I did it because it was right at the bottom, this one, I graduated it so I didn't have too much glaze at the bottom. I was worried that with it being seaweed, which is a bit of a runner, I was worried that it was going to run off the pot, so I was a little careful, which is brilliant because it literally goes right to the very edge of the pot, and the handle is gorgeous, just beautiful. And I graduated it on the handle, so the first couple of coats I went kind of to about here, then here, and then about halfway for the last couple of coats. So it's worked out beautiful. So let me just move that and then I'll show you the three together. Okay. So the next size in that one is even more beautiful. Personally, look at that. She has a nice little blue flower pattern. The same, did the same colours for everything. And this one, I left the top bare. So then I've given it all of the colours from the top. The handle is maybe slightly off, but it's absolutely fine. And then down the back, I did it on a bias down like that, but look at that beautiful drip. I love a drip. It's really flowed. Yeah, it was on a cookie which has it's literally like a millimeter, if not half, but how beautiful, like absolutely beautiful. Love it. Okay, it's going there. And this one is the baby. This is out of the 6 sizes, she is the smallest. Another little blue pattern, slightly different, little patchy around here. It didn't just quite transfer in a little patch, but such a pretty, look at that, such a pretty pattern. And the same colours, really lovely broken coloration around here. Must have been slightly sharper, I think, on that one, but gorgeous little handle. I absolutely I love it. Like, there's even just right where you can get a little bit of the seaweed, I don't know if you can see, there's just a teeny bit where it's gone ever so slightly what's the word, iridescent, maybe, like kind of almost pearlescent. So I'll show you the 3. Aren't they beauties? I'm going to try and put them in order and see if I can get them all on one tray. Let me just bear with me. I'm not sure they'll all fit on one, just so that I can show you the different sizes. I'll have to stagger them slightly. And that one there, as long as I don't drop them. That's kind of all the 6 sizes there. You can see this little one at the sitting out here there. I love them, and I'm moving house in about 6 to 8 weeks time, so I already have places that they're going to go. They're going to go in their sets on display, so I'm really pleased with them. Okay, so there's not a lot else, but I do have some oh, I have a little plate I slotted in there, just a teeny little plate for tea bags. I'm going to be doing a set for my new kitchen in this, which is just Mayco birch, but birch over texture does break up lovely. It's not a very strong texture on that, but it's just going to be a little tea bag plate. It was just a little spare piece of clay that I had. Right, okay. Now, I'll bring both of these out at the same time. Oh, that's a real shame. Oh, Poopy. Okay, so I've made some frustrum cups. Again, I found a template for frustrum cup online, and then started to adapt it for different sizes. For some reason, it was on the bottom shelf and it had a shelf above it, but there was plenty of space. But for some reason, these glazes have got hot and bubbly. But just to show you what that is like, there. Inside is mulberry, Amaco mulberry celadon. Inside, same inside. The little ones, so they are identical. What I might do, oh, there's even, look, oh, why has it done that? It's even, is it called shunting when it does that? It's even done that. I've never had it do that with the underglazes before. I wonder if there was too much clear glaze on it. Has it? Hasn't done it on that one. I wonder if I could slip a little more glaze on and redo them. The white's almost gone like a, you know, like that volcanic textured glaze that you can get. It's almost gone like that. It's kind of, don't know if you can really see it. There, you can see the bubbles. And it has on this one as well, so it's almost like it's boiled. But anyway, still cute. And from a distance, from a distance you can't really tell. So yeah, I really like the shape of the cups though. Like really nice. Hard to work with a little bit when you're doing them because they collapse a little bit. Right, this was one from, wow. This was this was one from a couple that I did. Some are in the community kiln because I couldn't fit them in here. I had some black slip and I was using a cream colour slip, an ivory colour slip, and I made this form, layered cream black, in about 5 or 6 different layers, and then I carved into it to give this kind of a layered effect, which I absolutely love. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now, when it came out of bisque, it was still like a grey, and I was like, oh, not sure if it's gonna fire black, but it has. It's come out lovely. The light is giving it a bit of greyness, but it's not. It's actually, I'll show you a bit closer. Can you see? Yeah. Oh, love it. Gorgeous. I think it might be a little mini succulent pot. And he has, I think there's one larger one with this same design on. Absolutely win-win-win on that one. Okay, these are the last 2 little matching ones. Let me see. Okay, right, so 2 others I did in the frustrum style, and then I did these, instead of with the square base, I did them with a round base because they have a round top, and I kind of thought it would be a little bit different. I think these are the first 2 that I made. I did them with a roller, this little brick pattern, and then I thought I would go with all blues and greens and just mix different blends of blues and greens from my Colorabier Bellissimo Wonder Glazers. Can't really see there, but there is about 6 different kinds of shades, from turquoise, greens, blues. Really nice. And then I did cobalt inside, Amaco cobalt, which is a celadon, and a little bit, just a little bit around the base to just colour it a little bit, and then just a clear on top. So that's the natural clay kind of colour coming through there. But they've come out beautiful It's a real laborious job colouring in all the little squares, but it's worth it because it looks so beautiful. And I just wanted to go with like a theme of colour instead of all different rainbow colours. So I'm really pleased with those. Again, I mean, that little size is such a good little succulent pot, but I'm not sure what I'm going to put in them, but I love them. So fab. So because they were sets, that's the end of the video, because they were quite big pieces, weren't they? So I'm really happy with them. So it's a win across, apart from the little bit of bubbling on this one, it's a win across the board today. So thank you so much for watching my videos. It means so much to me. I have at this point in time almost 300, I'm just a few off 300 subscribers. So if you haven't yet subscribed, that would be absolutely wonderful. You press the notification bell and then you'll get a notification for when I do upload new videos. If you have any questions about my pieces or any of the glazes, just put a comment in the comment box below, and press the like, you know, that really helps my channel to get seen as well. So thank you so much. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day, and I'll see you next time I film a kiln. See you, bye.